heck is a segundo volante? Well, life in the National League is a little bit tougher than it was in the previous two leagues. We've lost a few games, but to be fair, they were against quality opponents, at least quality opponents where we're concerned. So after beating Cherkamila 4-1 in the Kipiani Cup second round, we lost to Rustavi 2-0. Sabrutalo beat us 4-2. Kandelaki had a goal. Urglamitze had a goal. Then we drew with Dinamo Batumi 2-2. Urglamitze a goal. Kandelaki a goal. This was one of those games where we got absolutely FM'd. We scored in the 89th minute, so of course they rounded up to the 90th. We had a 2-1 lead, and then Nasiru Mohammed scored in the 93rd minute. It was an absolute FM job. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It was an absolute FM job. So that said, we are currently in 6th place, which is about where I expected us to be. Let me go to the full league table because it's not showing, that screen's not showing everything there. So we're on 7 points. We have a -4 goal differential, which is to be expected. I mean, Dinamo Tbilisi is a good squad. Dinamo Batumi is a good squad. Rustavi and Sabrutalo are all good squads, and they've all beaten us. At least, yeah, Sabrutalo, Rustavi, and Dinamo Tbilisi. So Dinamo Tbilisi's been kind of the kings of the league for a while now. So we've got our work cut out for us. The goal this season, though, is mid-table. Stay out of the relegation zone, and we'll be happy. Still have some job offers, still some jobs out there that I've applied for. Haven't heard anything back. Had a couple where, the team at least looked interested and the fans said, hell no, he's not good enough for us, and they all walked away. But, that is what it is. However, I did start my Continental A studies, so hopefully maybe if and when I do get that'll improve my chances of getting a job somewhere else. So today, though, it's all about the Kipiani Cup third round. We're going to play Sampdoria, and then we're going to play Sam Gorali in the National League. The games are not all that far apart, so there should be some very good games. We got a decent amount of rest. Even though we did play Batami 4 days ago, I've rested the team a decent amount, so we should be all match fit. We should be ready to go. Injury-wise, not a lot, really. Jincharadze pulled a thigh muscle. He's out for a day or two. Kabiashvili twisted an ankle. He's out for another week or so, but we've got plenty of depth to cover them. I'm still working on my defensive line depth. I've had a ton of players come through on trial, and I've had a ton of players go out on trial, but I did sign a couple of younger players. Let me see if I can pull them up here real quick. So first, Georgi Todria, defensive right back. Those are going down, but that's just FM being FM, because really what happened was it went from 6.1 to 6. So they're saying that's going down. 2-star current ability, 5-star potential ability. Defensive right back, can also play defensive center back, can play defensive left back in a pinch, but if he's playing defensive left back, I've screwed something up or somebody got injured. And then Georgi Katsbaya, 2-star current ability, 5-star potential ability. Love his mentals here. The 17 aggression, the 17 bravery, the 12 determination is nice. Physically, not the fastest, but he's got good natural fitness. Technically, 9 tackling, 9 marking is pretty good for this level of football. 7 heading is also decent. I think, and if I were being honest here, if we were to look at the squad, and remember, the star ratings here are based on when you're comparing them to other players at the same level of football, give or take a little bit. I would bet the vast majority of my players on the SI scale of 0 to 200 are probably somewhere between 60 and 80. A couple of them might have potentials in the hundreds, maybe 110s, but I doubt that. But considering everyone else we're playing with is kind of in the same boat, this is still a pretty solid squad. I like the fact that we still have a lot of players with a decent amount of potential. It's just a matter of getting the playing time. And I totally missed that Ginchivili had a 1 for determination. Holy cow. We're going to have to work on that. So we got a nice squad. We've got some depth that we're working on. Do I have any other players in on trial? No, I don't have any other players in on trial. I'm going to wait after the Cup and go out and do some more searching and see who else is out there. There have been a couple players I've looked at that were a little bit older, 31, 32 years old, and they all wanted important player contracts and 1,200 euros a week. And it's just like, you know what? I'm not signing into that unless I'm desperate. And right now, I'm not desperate. The nice thing about the Georgian football calendar is that you can sign players anytime you want. There's no registration requirements or anything like that. So, come February or March, if you have the money to pay for a transfer, the transfer goes through and the player transfers immediately over. There's no next transfer window or anything like that. At least it's my understanding. If you're picking players up on a free, you can pick them up immediately and then you don't have to worry about registering them or anything like that. There's no foreign player requirements, although admittedly, if you're a foreign player playing in this league, it's because you probably, if you were any better, you might be playing in a better league. I mean, that's just the way it is. So, what do we got? We have the Kipiani Cup. I knew that. Against Semtredia. So, today, we'll go over this real quick. All the yellow cards, all the fitnesses. Fitness test on acquired remains somewhat short, but he's got a full heart going on. And worst comes to worse. You know what? We'll start at Feldiani instead. And then Krupanen and Todria are on the bench at defensive right back. And Kukianadze and Katsabia are on at defensive left back. And then the midfielders, Papuashvili and Kapanadze. Erglamidze and Kandelaki. We're going to switch those two around. So this is the team we're starting today. It's Asitiani in goal, Chikradze, Akveldiani, Janelidze, and Alani as the defensive back four, Katiashvili and Chetsuruli as the midfielders, rather, Gabuni and Altunishvili as the attacking midfielders, Kandelaki and Erglamidze up top as the strikers. And then, who do I have on the bench? Kaviashvili's injured, but Teklishvili can come in too. Well, he's not happy. Why is he not happy? He wanted to go out on loan, if I remember correctly. Well, tell me why. Yeah, I lost trust in the head coach. He wanted to go out on loan, and there was no one willing to pay for him. Well, look, a somewhat normal-sized field. Not too narrow, not too wide. Not a square. Chikradze on the throw in. Chetsuruli drops it off to Alania. He sends it in, but Milukovic knocks away. Kitiashvili gets it back to Alania. Kitiashvili at Erglamidze on the right. Chetsuruli back to Alania. Drops it off to Chetsuruli. Kitiashvili takes the shot, but it's too hard right. We had 7 shots, 2 on target, but no highlights. Kabrashvili and Gagari heads it in. The set pieces are absolutely killing us this year. No one was marking him. Coming up on halftime. Not a lot of highlights. We've had 2 highlights, and one of them was the Semtredia goal that's given them the lead so far. Statistically, we're beating them, but that doesn't always translate to results on the field. 9 shots, 3 on target for us, only 3 off target. 2 long shots, which is nice. Good possession advantage, and we're just not doing anything with it. This is literally one of those games where nothing is happening. "60 minutes in, and there's been no highlights." What do we do here? We're going to swap Erglamidze and Gabunia. Gabunia is going to come off. Gingeradze is going to come on. We're going to get Chetsuruli off and bring on Papuashvili. We're going to save our last sub for now. Chikradze throws it in, but Sambu knocks away. Kitiashvili runs it down. Papuashvili all the way out to Alani, alone on the right. Comes into the box, crosses it in, but it's knocked away. Chikia is going to get it. He holds it up. Back to Fonseca. Oh, Kitiashvili jumps in front of that ball. Gingeradze is not going to get there before Kalua, though. Didn't look like he was really trying all that hard to get there either. Chikia heads it down, but it goes right to Chikradze. He drives forward on the left, holds it up, crosses it in. Atunishvili, just misses it. Wide left. 10 minutes left. Asitiani gives it away. Janelidze knocks it back down. Katiashvili ends up with it. Back to Gagari. Papuashvili steps in front of that. Janelidze can't get it. Samtredi ends up with the ball again. Chekhoevsky out to Fonseca on the left. He crosses it in. Chekhoevsky was there. That's the game. Less than 9 minutes left. Jiminy. The board's not going to be happy with this. Fonseca all alone. Nice cross in. Chekhoevsky. Chevkoevsky? Chevkoevsky. Chav, which has negative connotations, I know. So, Chevkoevsky. Nuts. We had 5 shots, 4 on target. We had 11-3, and we just cannot get it done. Man, hopefully the board won't be too upset with that result. They wanted us to get to the 4th round, and we ended up losing in the 3rd. Now, we're going to save the game here. I'm going to let George come in, and then we are going to come back for our game against Sam Garali in just a bit. I've been getting a lot of these sorts of rejections. Despite opting against shortlisting you due to strength of other candidates, the board would like to place on the record that they feel you would have an acceptable fit for the club's realistic vision in the future. Now, granted, this job was a bit of a reach because HNK Rijeka is currently 2nd in the Croatian First League. But, no guts, no glory. But it seems almost every job I apply for, they come back and say, yeah, you didn't make the short list, but you fit our vision for the club. It's like, well, give me a chance then. Why not? But, beggars can't be choosers. So, good week of training. We're going to praise Shitsruli. We'll leave Kamanadze alone. No use yelling at him if he's already if he's already performing poorly. If he was a better player or he had a bigger role in the team, I'd yell at him. But for the moment, he doesn't. We're not going to put anybody from the senior squad on the under-18s. What are they suggesting we do? So we got Altunishvili there, Erglimizi there, Gabunia, Shitsruli. No, we don't want Gabunia. We want Janelidze. Though I think if we switch him and Shitsruli doesn't like to be a ball-winning midfielder. He likes to be a Carolero or a central mid. So what we will do is make him a central mid on support. Chikradze, Karlashvili, Janelidze, Alania. Do I want to start Todria or Krupanin? No, I want to leave them on the bench. So we got Asetiani in goal, Chikradze, Kasralashvili, Janelidze, and Alania as the defensive back four, Shetsaruli and Janelidze as the midfielders, Erglimidze and Altunishvili as the attacking midfielders, Kandelaki and Kabiashvili up top as the strikers. Oh, wrong time to take a bite of dinner. Erglimidze. No, he gives the ball away. Knocked down, Shetsaruli gets it. Beats Kandelaki, and he slots it near post past the keeper. Well done, but he was offsides. Of course he was offsides. Given how the last couple of games, so I thought it would be okay to take a bite of dinner, but I guess not. Erglimidze knocks that down for Kandelaki. He gets it to Janelidze. Up to Chikradze, but it's knocked away. Ture if he's Banzaladze. Marko Shashvili to Ture, to Chikladze. To Ture. Back to Samarkadze. Samkaradze, I should say. Ture. Kosetvani, Markoshvili, knocked away, but Ponaeva picks it up, and that hits the crossbar. Nice woodwork save. Kandelaki can't get a hat on it. Ponaeva. Over to Ture. Chikladze. Back to Ture. Chikladze. Ponaeva, Chikladze. Ponaeva got behind the defenders, and Asetiani with a very nice save. Kriktadze, back to Samkaradze. Shetsruli ends up with the ball, gets it to Kabiashvili. He holds it up, tries feeding Kandelaki. Too many white shirts in the way. We get the ball back, though. Alania tries feeding Kandelaki. Again, too many white shirts in the way. Erglamidze dispossesses Toure. Genelidze ends up with the ball. Out to Tunishvili. Right side of the box. Takes the shot. Hits the post and goes in for the goal. His first of the season. That's really his first of the season. I could have sworn he'd scored one or two others. Maybe he got that in the cup game. Nice job by Tunishvili playing off the defender. Panayeva to Marko Zashvili, who drives forward, and his shot is very high, very wide, and very right. Coming up on halftime, nursing a 1-0 lead, 5 shots, 1 on target. They've had 8 and 3. Their XG is almost a full point better than ours. They're 0.9, we're at 0.3, so not a full point, but statistics say they should be doing better. Thankfully, they're not. I'm okay with that. However, passes like that, and they will be. Kirkitadze to Chikladze to Panayeva. Feeds Kosteliani, and they equalize. Stupid Jellicoe. Saying stuff out loud like that. You know the FM gods are listening. They're going to punish you. Jiminy. I'm starting to get annoyed with all these long passes, though. I mean, we're not a Route 1 team, and holy cow, he got completely wrong-footed there. I mean, we're not a Route 1 team, and we got slightly shorter passing on, but my guys keep launching it down the field. And that is halftime. Score is tied 1-1. They've definitely been better statistically speaking. Tell me they've been unlucky so far because they haven't been the better team. Adiashvili to Tunishvili. No, that was a shot. Oh, he intercepted that. Okay, we're going the completely wrong way. Was he fouled? Okay, maybe a little bit acting there, but it's well worth it. Alania. And he slots that away. This is first goal of the season. That's interesting. A lot of players with first goal of the season. Although, to be fair, we have not been scoring like we used to. The Georgian League is definitely... The Georgian National League is definitely a step up from the last league. So the quality of competition is better. For Glamize, corner kick in. Kandelaki's there, and he puts it past the keeper for his 7th goal of the season. Kandelaki, however, seems to be able to score no matter what level he's playing at. And the defender totally misplayed that. Kandelaki, waiting back post, just volleyed it in past a diving keeper. That was nice. Now, a little bit past 65 minutes, we're going to make a couple of changes here. We're going to get Chetsuruli off and bring on Papuashvili. We're going to get Genelidze off and bring on Ekveldiani. It's interesting, at some positions, especially defensive center back and midfielder, I have a dearth of options available to me. Erglamidze with a kick. Oh, Adiashvili, a very nice save. Ekveldiani on the corner. Sends it in, knocked away. Banzaladze running forward to Kirkitadze. Back to Panayeva. Goshteliani out to Kirkitadze. Left side of the box. Crosses in. Toure's there, but his shot goes wide left. 10 minutes left on the game. We're doing pretty well. 12 shots, 13 shots, 7 on target. Possession has been equal. They've been better in some areas. That was... Okay, interesting. Shinda Garizdi running forward on the right. Crosses it in, knocked away back Veldiani. Nice. Tunishvili running on the right. The number 8 ran away from him for a minute, not quite sure why. Kabiashvili gives the ball away. Marko Zashvili drives forward. So we're going to foul him. Nope. He's going to pass it off to Gosteliani, and they score. His 8th goal of the season. This game just got a lot closer. Good decision making. Nice pass. Wasn't a lot of Stania could do to block that. And that is the game with a 3-2 victory over Sam Gorali. We say solid me mid-table. In 5th place. I'm okay with that. Post-game conference here real quick. A narrow win, I will take it. So who are we going to come back for? Well, we're out of the Kipiani Cup. So I think what we're going to do is come back for Shevardini, Tbilisi, and Rustavi. Yeah, we're all kind of mid-table teams fighting it out for those areas. Or do we do Rustavi? Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll come back and do Rustavi and Dinamo Batumi. So 4th place team and 2nd place team. So we'll have our work cut out for us. But so far, so good. Mid-table's where we want to be. And we're doing that. We're 2 points ahead of Shevardini Tbilisi. I think as long as we stay healthy and I can bring in a few more reinforcements in a couple key areas, we should, knock on wood, be okay. That remains to be seen, but that's why we play the games. If you did like what you've seen or heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM Jellicoe, and I thank you for watching.